Welcome back. Now, before we actually carry on the story with righting wrongs there, as you can see on the right, we do have at least 2 quests to do. 2 side quests. One down here, one up here. There may actually be more. Let's have a look at the world map. Where normally somewhere there's a way to find out if there's any elsewhere. It doesn't look like there is because you can see a green marker there. I don't see a green marker anywhere else. So we should be good. We should be good. So let's see about speaking to Alban, the postmaster.
Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. And you know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Charon does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait. You were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then might I ask a favour of you? I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
I'll do what I can, mate.
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lost Wing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
Let's prioritize that. And head over to Lost Wing. So, world map. See, now you can see a green thing over here. Let's have a look. Lost Wing, though, as a name. I imagine it's just because this is a lost wing of an airship. Not sure, not sure. There might be more to it than we realize. At this point in the story. Of course there's no way over there, of course. You'd expect there to be, but no! Gotta go the long way around.
But how did the grocer know his daughter?
I still like how your eyes adjust when you go inside. Or outside, you know, depends.
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
That'll do, mate, that'll do. Right, so what's the quickest way over there? Pretty much, from the looks of it, head down here. So I'm heading the right...
How many have I had?
Oh, he is very drunk. But yeah, I'm heading in roughly the right direction.
Fast.
I think. Down here, methinks. Gonna have to check the map to be sure. Seems to be right, because we're not going down, because that's the issue I had last time. I ended up back in the corridor when we were chasing after the guy that led us to Benedicta. And it is interesting with Benedicta, with that whole box situation right now. Because I don't think Cid would have sent what is most likely a head in a box. And I don't even think Cid would have sent the body. You know, with head attached. I don't think he would have even done that. So who's trying to cause issues? I wonder if it's related to the little meeting we saw with the Emperor. I think that's who we saw. I want to check the law books, but I can't just yet. That'll refresh my memory.
Are you all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
The only thought process, though, with the whole head box situation, it's very much a case of...
We're not alone.
Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
Get him, boy!
We did actually see the box situation before the Emperor dude. Again, I'm going with Emperor because that's what I remember, but I might be wrong there. Again, I'll check when we get back to the hideaway.
Over here.
We'll have a little gander at the book so I can refresh myself and make it more clear what I'm on about.
Sick of Toggle. There, boy. Too slow. Here. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy. Get him. You know what to do, boy.
Yes, good.
There, boy.
Switch over to this guy if we can.
Stay down.
So I want to build up the... Yep, there we go, cool. Wanted to build up the limit break before we got over to doing anything else.
Over here. You know what to do, boy. Get him. Keep your distance, boy. Give them all you've got, boy.
Decent. Still feel like I could do better with that, though.
Too slow. Not this time. Sick 'em, Torgal. Over here. Get him. Sick 'em, Torgal. Over here.
What I'm trying to do at the moment is, whenever we get a dodge in, I am trying to get that holding down square going.
Get him, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Get him. You're finished.
Enemy slain, good. 26 XP, that's rubbish. I think that's with boosted XP from my accessory as well. Do wonder if it's even worth having that on, because it's almost negligible the amount of XP we're getting there, really. Although on big bosses, I'd want that, really, wouldn't I? That's it, jump at the body.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
A shame. Let's head back then over to Quentin. I really want to get to the lore book so we can properly discuss what I was talking about. I'll get there eventually. I've done it again. This place has its issues. It needs to sort out its layout. Need some more stairs here and there, a few more bridges. It would be nice. Make things easier to get around, you know, that sort of thing. Ah, well.
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the South Gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you've known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
I suppose. Thank you? Would have been nice if it ended up better, but... Poor Randall. Poor Randall. Right, so let's see about heading back then. We've got one more quest over here. And again, we want to look at the law books. So let's head to them first. Alright, everyone, how you doing?
If you want to help, learn.
And how might this old soul be of service?
His sprite changed because of the clothes. That's cool. Level 3! What do I get for that?
This, I believe you will find most interesting.
Oh, will I? It's changed to a red dot as well, not a blue dot.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Right, so I'm wondering... Yeah, it was Emperor. So I'm wondering if the Emperor is the one who got maybe some of his people to send that box off to people of interest. Yeah. I'm wondering if... I need to get to the right person on this. There he is. Yeah, I'm wondering if the Emperor here, the Emperor of the Holy Empire of Sambrek, I wonder if he asked his people, which isn't... Yeah, it is you. Yeah, the Council of Elders. Got the Council of Elders to send probably something that belongs to Benedicta in a box off to Hugo here and blaming it on Sid. But again, the only issue with that line of logic is the scene with Silvestre here was after the box. So it could be unlikely. Could be unlikely. I'm not entirely sure on that at this point. It would be a way to cause strife, cause issues, make it easier to invade Hugo's lands and take them. That might be what he's up to. Might be. That's all I've got to go on at this point. That's the only thing I can think. We shall see,
You are
though.
always welcome, Clive.
Do you need any help, Miss Molly?
I don't know. Clive, was it? I heard Otto barking.
There's too many voices. I'm just trying to listen to them, and it's like, nope, not taking in any of them. Hold on, who are you? Cursebreaker Captain.
The reports from Eastpool are disturbing. We knew the Vicereine had no love for her subjects, but to order the slaughter of an entire village.
Yeah, that's barbaric.
It's all gone.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost? It was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
He'll be in trouble if I don't.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gaute's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gaute's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't.
There's just an element of such Britishness in this that I enjoy.
The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
Just because of the way he replied there. It's similar to how you've heard me respond to things where it's like, I'm sure he doesn't. Just... yeah. It just feels familiar. I like it. I really do like it. Because that is what I was thinking of saying, and it's like, well, I don't need to, because Clive said it now, so... done.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open.
Well, there's a sack.
Good. Looks like I'm in the right area. More of the lost supplies.
He's very lucky.
I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. And I suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
How close is it to the... yep, let's use the obelisk. Saves us a little tiny bit of time. Minuscule, probably nothing. Maybe 2-3 seconds.
Did Master
Yeah, I'm back.
summon you? The shad's all salted and smoked.
Here's a doggy.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy.
Do you have any food?
Someone's waiting for this. And he's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
Oh, we can't pet that dog? Ah, well. Right, so, let's head on back. Get our hand in. And then we'll see about going to Charon.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
There's the Moogle again over there.
Maybe I should just own... Oh, there you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
Well, aren't you lucky? Why can I not get down to confirm? Oh, I'm meant to select both. Okay, fair enough. I think that's the first time I had more than one item, so it confused me.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me, then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
He never mentioned a daughter.
Well, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin bolts. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Learned a bit more about Sid there, that's cool. Okay, so now Charon.
Wanted to send a message, most like.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot having... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Yeah, well, I mean... That's fair. That's fair. What we're planning to do is... gonna have some massive implications. Lionheart Tonic. Ooh! Gradually fills limit break gauge for 30 seconds. We'll have 2 of them, please.
It'd better all be here.
Yeah.
You'll not find a better price than that. Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, summat foul's brewing. And a tint tires borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
Borbile tea?
Clive, was it?
Ugh.
Make it quick.
I mean, I'm one for tea, but that sounds horrendous. Ah. So now we can upgrade Stormcry here with our fire shard. With a tongue of flame, spake he the words of destruction.
Should last you a good while.
Can't do it what we've currently got.
That it? Fine.
I see the sword looks so much better with what we've got going on. We've got the red and black theme. That's cool. Right, anyway, let's go speak to... Oh.
Take a seat, Clive. I'll fetch you a bowl of brown.
Brown. Okay. I expected you to have blonde, flowing hair for some reason.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman? Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
A full report? Yes. Alliant reports unlocked? Okay. Alliant reports are now available for viewing by speaking to Gaute at the Alliance report counter. In the hideaway is a mess. These reports, compiled by the Cursebreakers, contain information on quests currently available across Valisthea. Let's have a gander.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Gaute at your service. Well, at the hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Cursebreakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all.
Ask about Gaute, was it, Gaute?
Me?
I do what Otto tells me. Suppose you could say I'm his right-hand man. He's a hard master, but not nearly as hard as me old one was. When that man beat me bloody and threw me out onto the streets to die, it was Otto who found me and took me in.
The way I see it.
I owe him, and so I help him look after the ledgers, as well as reading through all the reports coming in from our allies across the Twins. It's got to be the continents when they say the Twins, then. Because they wouldn't be speaking about the moon at this point, would they? And if it sounds like someone out there needs our help, I make a note so I can point any willing volunteers in the right direction.
So, what'd you say?
Are you willing? There's no shorter way of turning Otto's frown a little less, frowny. Let's have a few, then.
Here you go.
Finding new quests. Use Gaute's Alliant reports to not only find new quests around Valisthea, but also travel immediately to the obelisk waypoint nearest the location. Oh, that's actually very helpful. Okay, so we got several quests around then. So what we'll actually do then...
Seen enough?
I have, yeah. We'll end this part here, and in the next part we'll see about getting those quests done before we carry on with Gav. Just depends how quick they are. We shall see. Turn towards the camera, Clive. In the next part. Ta-da for now.